So now in this part, so understand one more concept, that whenever you find an even root of an even power and the result is an odd power, then you must put the absolute value of the result to ensure that the answer is non-negative. What do we understand by this thing? So for example, here the power, here for example it is 2, okay, and the power is also even, for example 2. So when you write it in the exponential form, it will be 2 divided by 2. That will gives you x. Now you don't know whether the answer is positive or negative, okay, but you need a positive answer. So due to that reason, you have to put the absolute value notation in order to make sure that the answer is positive. And this is only in case of a positive index, positive even index. So for example, if we have here square root of x to the power 14. So here the index is 2. When you open it, it will gives you 14 divided by 7. So 14 divided by 2. So 14 divided by 2 gives you x to the power 7. And now the power is odd. So if the power is odd, you have to apply or write down the absolute value to make sure that the answer is positive. Now in the second question, if you have x to the power 14 and y to the power 12 written. So first of all, you will write x to the power 14 divided by 2 and then y to the power 12 divided by 2. Now x to the power 14 divided by 2 you will get as 7 and y 12 divided by 2 you will get 6. Now 6 is the even power. So 100% when there is an even power, the answer is definitely positive. Even some negative is written, with the even power, the answer will 100% be positive. Now, if the odd power you are getting, so answer could be positive and negative, but you have to make sure that the answer is positive. For that purpose, you have to put the absolute value. So whenever you get a power, an odd power, you have to apply the absolute values. So let's check here. Let's check here some of the questions and we will apply the absolute values also if required. So here we have 625, fourth root of 625 x square. So first of all, we will write 625 power 1 over 4 x to the power 2 over 4. Now here you have fourth root of 625 will be 25 and 2 over 4 will gives you 1 over 2. Now 1 over 2, if you convert it, it's not a whole number, okay? If it is not a whole number, keep the answer as it is. But make sure that whenever you have the index even, you have to put a plus minus sign. Now let's solve this question. So 5 power 1 over 3, x power, there is no power, it means 1 over 3, and y power 2 over 3. Again, the questions are given in not in the whole, yani the powers are not the whole numbers, so keep them as it is. Since the index is odd, so no need to write any plus or any minus. Now let's try out this one. It is again the index is odd, so you will write here 27 power 1 over 3 b to the power in over out, that means 18 divided by 3, c 12 divided by index, that means 12 over 3. Now simplify. 27 to the power 1 over 3 will gives you 3, b to the power 18 over 3 will gives you 6, and c 12 over 3 will give you 4. Again the index is odd, so no need to apply any absolute value. Now here, do this question. Here make sure the index is even. So whenever you will write the answer, you have to write as a plus minus sign. Now, first of all, simplify or write it in the exponential form. 81 power 1 over 2. Here b plus 2 can be taken as one whole expression because of the plus sign, and then 10 over 2, and then c in over out, that means 14 over 2. Now simplify. 81 is square root of 81 or 81 to the power 1 over 2 will gives you 9, and b plus 2 as it is. The power 10 over 2 will gives you will get 5, and 14 divided by 2 you will get the power of 7 for C. Now let's solve some of the activities by putting the absolute value sign. We will keep the signs as it is. Just make it. Now here we will write 49 to the power 1 over 4 because here there is 1 and we already know that in over out you have to write. Now here you have x plus 4 whole to the power in over out, that means 4 over 4. Now that is 49 to the power 1 over 4 stay as it is because if you will write this you will get the answer in the decimal form. So keep it as it is. Now here you will have x plus 4. 4 over 4 gives you 1. Okay, no need to write 1 power. But since it is the odd power, so what you will do, you will write this in the absolute value. So that is your complete answer. Now solve question number 2 from the group A. The index is odd. So if the index is odd, you will get. Now here, since the index is even, you can write the answer as the plus minus. Now here the index is odd. So if index is odd, no need to write plus minus. The sign will stay as written in the question. Now 4x minus 7 and in over out. So the power in is 24 divided by out is 3. Here you will get 4x minus 7 as it is, and 24 divided by 3 you will get 8. So that is your answer. Let's solve group number B, first question. So you will have fourth power, that means the index is 4 and it is even. Now first of all write down 16 in over out. In there is no power in, so it means 1 over 4. Then you will write x plus 1 as it is as one expression, and again 4 divided by 4. Now 16 to the power 1 over 4 you will get 2 as an answer, and 4 over 4 here you will get 1, so you will write x plus 1. Now since the index is even, so you can write the answer as plus minus, but x plus 1 has 1 power, so you will write it in the absolute value. Now let's do the last question of group number B, that is cubic root of 125 y to the power 24 x y z to the power 6. So 125 first of all we will write. There is no power, it means 1 over index, that is 3. Y to the power in over out, that means 24 over 3. X, there is no power on the x, it means it is 1 over 3. And z to the power 6 over 3. Now 125 to the power 1 over 3, or the cubic root of 125 is 5. Y to the power 24 by 3 you will get 8. X to the power 1 over 3, if you will write in the calculator you will get the decimal. So no need to convert this into decimal, just write the fraction. And z to the power 6 over 3 you will get 2. Solve these questions from group number D. So 256 whole to the power 1 over 4. Then 4x plus 16 are written in the bracket and they will be considered as one expression because there is a positive sign between the two terms. And there will be 8 over 4. Now I guess 256 is converted into So the fourth power of 256 is 4. Then 4x plus 16 as it is. 8 divided by 4 will gives you 2. So 2 is even, so no need to put the absolute value. Now do the last question. So you will have 2197 to the power 1 over 3 and then y minus 3 to the power 9 over 3. So write down in the calculator. So what is the cubic root of 2197? So cubic root of 2197 is 13. Then y minus 3 as it is. And 9 divided by 3 will gives you 3. So that is your answer. So have a look on the questions given in group C. That is cubic root of 27, 5x plus 43 whole to the power 18. So first of all you will write 27. The power of the 27 is 1. So you will write 1 over 3. Then you will write the expression given in the bracket, that is 5x plus 3. Then in over out, that means 18 divided by 3. Now 27 to the power of 1 over 3 will gives you 3. Then 5x plus 3 as it is, and 18 over 3 will gives you 6. Since it is cubic root, so you will write as it is. Now the next question is fifth root of 32. 56 plus 1 whole to the power 20. So first of all we will write 32 to the power 1 over 5. Then you will write 5x plus 1 whole to the power 20. Now 20 over 5. So here 32 to the power 1 over 5 will gives you 2, and 5x plus 1, 20 divided by 5 will gives you 4. Now last two questions of group E. Now here negative 81 x to the power 4, y to the power 10 and z to the power 20 are written under the square root. So understand that if you write any number under the square root, any negative number with the even index, then of course if you will write in the calculator, you will have the error, because the square or the eventh root of a negative number will be a non-real root. So what will happen in that case? What will happen in that case? You just write it as in the other way. Like square root of this is negative. So rather than writing or making it alone, just write negative 1. Square root of negative 1, write it on one side. The rest do as you know. That means 81 to the power 1 over 2, x to the power 4 over 2, y to the power 10 over 2 and z to the power 20 over 2. First solve these things. 81 to the power 1 over 2 you will get 9. X 4 over 2 will gives you 2. Y 10 over 10 over 2 5 and z to the power 20 over 2 means 10. Now what will happen with the square root of negative 1? You have studied about the complex number. So square root of negative 1 is equals to I. I means you can read it as iota. Iota. And I represents the imaginary solution or imaginary number. It tells you that the root that you have taken is imaginary. Now let's do the last one, that is cubic root of negative 27, 12x minus 3 whole to the power 3. But now this is the nth odd root. Okay, so cube is the odd number, so the index is odd. So you know for the odd no need to do anything. If you have negative inside the cubic root, so the answer will be the negative real root. Negative, then write here 27 to the power 1 over 3, 12x minus 3 whole to the power 3 over 3, because in over out, and negative 27 to the power 1 over 3 comes like that. Now negative 27 1 to the power 1 over 3 will gives you negative 3. Then you have 12x minus 3 as it is. 3 over 3 gives you 1. Now